Welcome back to another PC Classic Cars test drive. Today we're in the 71 Torino 500. This is a pretty cool Torino. It's got some really cool added options. For example, it's got the shaker hood, it's got the hood pins, and it's also got a rear spoiler added to it. Makes it a lot more of an aggressive look than your just base model Torino. All right, cars are minimal today, so we can take off. So this Torino 500, again, it's a 1971 model. It has the original 351 Cleveland. It's got the numbers matching motor. Has a C4 3-speed automatic transmission behind it. It's showing 82,752 miles. I believe the mileage to be true and accurate on the car. Just the overall condition of the interior, the underneath, and just kind of the backstory that we got on the car. I definitely believe it to be the original miles. Unfortunately, I don't have any paperwork to prove or disprove it, but sometimes you can get just kind of judged by the car. So I'm very confident that the 82,000 miles is original. My favorite thing about the car is the engine bay. The engine bay is highly detailed. It's very, very clean, very, very crisp in the engine bay. And then obviously it's got the added shaker hood, which is just a nice bonus. Mechanically, this car drives excellent. It does everything you want it to do. We're cruising at 60, 65 miles an hour right now with no problem whatsoever. The steering feels great. It does have power disc brakes on the front. It still has your drums in the rear, but it stops really well. For being just a stock 351 Cleveland, it runs really well. It's not a high horsepower motor, but it's got enough power for you to do what you want. Downshift's good, pulls nice and hard. That's 70, 75, 80 miles an hour right there, and it's really comfortable even at 80 miles an hour. Second best thing about this car is how clean and how solid it is underneath. I didn't find any rust repair or really any rust issues. It's a very dry and very, very solid car underneath. Does have brand new exhaust on it. Exhaust sounds really good. It's got like a Flowmaster style muffler. Excuse me, not a Flowmaster. It's got like a stock style quiet muffler on this particular car. So it's not very loud. When you're sitting in here and you're driving, you can hear the exhaust, but you can have a conversation with the person next to you very, very easily. Interior, it looks to be very, very original, but still very clean. The biggest negative on the interior is right on the edge of the driver's seat here where it meets the seat back. The vinyl portion has a little torn spot. Pretty easily repaired, but that's really going to be your main issue with the interior, is it's got that little tear there on the bottom of the seat. The rest of the inside's really clean. The seat is nice, the dash is nice, the carpet, the floor mat, and the headliner all look great. Has your standard gauges, so you have your sweeping speedometer, then you have a fuel gauge on the left, and you have your temperature gauge on the right. Those are all working. And then this car is optioned with factory AC. The AC does blow nice and cold. The blower motor produces a good amount of air. The heat blows hot when you kick the heat on. Really, the only negative as far as not working is the rim blow steering wheel isn't working. All your exterior lights work. The wipers work. The VIN's good, clean title, and then we actually have a really nice and really crisp original build sheet for this car. It seems like sometimes the cars that aren't anything like super rare or the most desirable, it's not a 429 Super Cobra Jet drag pack car. When you get a brown Torino that's a 500 with a vinyl top, that's when you get the best build sheets. So it's got a really nice build sheet with it. And this car just has a unique look. Obviously, it's got a lot of the GT styling. It's got the blackout on the hood. It's got the shaker hood, and then it's got the wing and the chin spoiler in the front. So it just gives it a little bit more of an aggressive look. Paint on this car, it is a factory brown car. Brown metallic is the original paint color. The paint on it is definitely older. It's got some nicks, it's got some flaws, a few little dings here and there. Obviously, if someone calls and reaches out, I have photos of all the imperfections on the car that I can send you. Walking up to it, it still looks nice, but when you get real close, you can kind of nitpick the paint to death. It still has a good look, just, again, it's got its normal flaws here and there for probably being painted 20, 25 years ago. Suspension, again, it's all stock style suspension. Going down our bumpy road here, these big Torinos, they kind of float down the road, so you get a little bit of movement, but as far as how it's supposed to feel, it feels like a stock Torino going down this bumpy road. Glass is all really nice. The windshield looks like it's been replaced. It's very clean and very crisp. No wiper marks, no chips or anything like that. Side windows roll up and down like they should, and the back glass is also really clean. This is a great car to load up friends, load up family. You can put 6 people in here and go cruising. As you can see, I'm not wearing my seatbelt like I'm supposed to. The little seatbelt light comes on the dash. All right, flip around here, make sure no one's coming. No tire rubbing. Does have a really nice set of Magnum 500s with a good staggered set of tires on it.